Okay, congratulations to Barangay Ginebra who won 3-2 finally with the series lead sa PBA Finals. It was a finals game wherein we saw Justin Brownlee and Scotty Thompson just stepping up in the moment. Lalo na kay Scotty Thompson, who I think was the player of the game, no, in a game na medyo nag-struggle sa Justin Brownlee compared to the game 4 na pinakita niya sa atin. Heading into game 6, if you're a fan of both TNT and Ginebra, kailangan nyo pakinggan to kasi it's going to matter for a TNT fan if you're going to tie the series. While sa Ginebra, ito yung kailangan nila gawin or most likely ano yung i-continue nila gawin as the series goes along, no? Or gusto nyo para matapos na nga yung final series. Number one, RHJ needs to be better. So, yung mga schemes ng Ginebra is to let RHJ beat us or beat TNT while the rest of the locals struggle and never find their form. Minention niya ni Manong in our last podcast with regards to how Ginebra defends RHJ na they rather let RHJ beat them instead of involving the locals. Kaya in a way nawawala sina Calvin Oftana, nawawala sina RR Pogoy sa past two games because they're down 3-2 right now. And if you take a look at these stats here, you can see that RHJ really needs to be better. In the last two games, he only averaged 16.5 points, 12 rebounds, 4 assists. Ito average to, 6 for 22 from the field, good for 27%. Imagine nyo yan. 0% from 3. He hasn't made a 3-point shot at 81% from the line. RHJ, if his assist is below 6, TNT loses. At least here in this finals, no? So, if his assists go up, it means na umaabot kina Calvin Oftana at kay RR Pogoy, yung mga tira nila, they're getting to their spots, nagagamit sila. So, expect TNT to find ways to utilize them on the offense. Next one na pag-uusapan natin dito is the Mav Ahanmisi resurgence and LA Tenorio's veteran leadership. So last two games, Maverick Ahanmisi had 9 points, 3.5 rebounds, and assists, averaging 3 for 8. Average in the last two games, 37.5% from the field, 44.4% from 3. And si Mav Ahanmisi has been relatively quiet in the first first two games, but he has really stepped up. I would say, and even you guys could agree, mga nanonood, na even the non-TNT or non-Gin fans know that Coach Tim is playing Mav Ahanmisi more compared to an RJ Abarientos. Kasi si RJ nga, if he couldn't help you out on offense, where else can he help you, diba? Kasi right now, liability si RJ sa defense. So Coach Tim couldn't play him more. So ngayon, si Mav, his offense is hitting. And at the same time, yung defense niya is really contributing to what Ginebra wants to do. So that's a two-way player that you have right now. Kaya yung napapansin nyo, yung minutes ni RJ Abarientos is going down while yung minutes ni Mav Ahanmisi is going up. Mostly because of that na, okay, Mav cannot help me out on offense, but he can help me out on defense. While RJ, as a rookie, growing pains, so I still believe in his superstar potential na if RJ's offense is not hitting, where else can he contribute, diba? So, it's the matter of balancing na ginagawa ni Coach Tim. While for LA Tenorio naman, we saw in the previous game na this is the classic case of veteran leadership, just being there on the floor. He controls the game, he controls the pace. Siya yung nagpapakalma sa mga players na, guys, chill lang tayo, hindi naman natin kailangan magmadali. And that's the kind of presence na kailangan mo in a finals na wala ngayon sa TNT without a Jason Castro. And I feel like kahit kapag nandyan si Jason Castro, si Poy Erram wouldn't go delulu as we call it, no? Pero who knows? Maybe he would still be the same player kasi that is something na he's struggling with internally, which we do not know, no? Hindi natin alam yung full story bakit nagkakaganito ngayon si Poy Erram. Anyway, next one here is involve Calvin Oftana and RR Pogoy sa ating mga key takeaways for Game 6. Minention ko na to kanina that TNT needs Calvin Oftana and RR Pogoy if they are going to beat Barangay Ginebra. I mean, alam naman natin lahat, simple basketball. Pero tingnan nyo man tong last two games, no? Calvin averaged 12, 4, and 6. Maganda at first glance on paper. 45%, 55.5% from 3. Knowing that you have those efficient numbers, gustong papigain, diba? Alam mong there's still something more. Na pag may, kunyari, bumili ka ng lemon, gustong pigain talaga. And with the Calvin of Tana and RR Pogoy, that's what you're feeling right now. Parang may maibubuga pa mga to. Bakit parang may mga times na nagiging spot-up shooter lang sila. May times na hindi naman ganito laro ni Calves. Bakit parang ganito siya ngayon? that's the coaching staff's job to involve these two more kasi they're super reliant right now on RSJ, who is the hub, the center of the TNT offense. And sometimes RSJ, nakakalimutan niya na, oh, I have two great star teammates with me. Kasi mo to kay RR po ngayon, 41% from the field, 50% from three, and no free throw attempts. So alam mo, you can get 16 to 17 points of Calvin Oftana. Kay Pogoy, maybe 14 to 15. I'm not asking them to score 20 points and above. I'm just asking them or just requesting the TNT coaching staff na, 'di ba? Like, hindi naman ako coaching staff, pero sasabi ko lang na I know na they're gonna utilize Calvin and RR more in game 6. Kasi kung hindi, the series ends there. Unless we see a RHJ 50-60 points na Kobe-esque. But I doubt that happens because Ginebra's ready. Coach Tim has faced this guy in the international stage with Jordan. He has faced this guy a lot of times and losing to him. But now they look like they have the upper hand. Pero ito yung mga kailangan mangyari for a TNT fan, supporter, if you want your team to tie the series up and force a game 7. Before we end this, we gotta talk about Poy Erram. He's a distraction for TNT, guys. The last two games, games 4 and 5, di ba? Tumay na number, 6.5 points, 5.5 rebounds, 3 for 6. Average na, yung 3 for 6 is 50% from the field. And yung average in the past two games, 0% from 3 and fouled out in game 4. And whenever we think about Poy Erram at this stage na no guys, is that yung meltdowns niya. Number one, yung meltdown with Glenn Cobuntin. And then the most recent one with Coach Chot Reyes. And Coach Chot said in an interview sa Tiebreaker Times na, I'm just so fed up with his antics. Kaya siya nagwala ng ganun. I remember, if you take a look at this clip now, I think nahanap naman natin na here, na ipapakita ko in a bit, is that may sinasabi si Coach Shot, nasa huddle sila, and then you can see that Poy Erram just threw a towel. I'm not sure kung sa kanya ba directed yung instruction ni Coach Shot during that huddle. And then Coach Shot saw it from his peripherals, and you saw that he got man, tinulak pa nga si Coach Josh. And not, hindi siya galit kay Coach Josh, right? This is, I think it's just like, give him some space. Kasi naiinis talaga siya kay Poy. And hindi ko naman sasabihin na this is the main reason why TNT lost, but it is one of the reasons why they lost, no? In a final series, you need to sobrang late na margin for error pagdating sa finals. Kung internally, ganito na yung nangyayari. 'Di ba? Instead of looking at your opponent, instead of preparing for your opponent, meron ka parang Trojan horse in your camp na hindi mo namamalayan. Sa Trojan horse na, 'di ba? Like with the Poy Erram, but if TNT loses this finals, pwede bumalik kay Poy. You don't know what's gonna happen with his career if they lose here. Pwede siya maging scapegoat. But yeah, he needs to get it together if he wants to help out his team win a championship and prevent Justin Brownlee from winning against an RHJ. But yeah, that's the preview for Game 6. See you all next time, guys. Thanks for supporting. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Meron kaming giveaway when you reach 50K subscribers. And we thank you all for constantly supporting the podcast. And we'll see you all next time.